welcome to my new video. This will be a recap video of, I stopped doing 2K for a while. Because I wasn't getting really enough views, so, that was just a story, so, let's get into the good stuff. So, first off, the Lakers win the tips, and the first highlight I got was Naz Reid standstill 3. Very underrated player. And D'Angelo Russell passes it to Austin Reeves, and Austin Reeves drives. But Jaden McDaniels, for some reason, didn't like that drive, so just blocked it. And Jaden McDaniels just stole the ball right now. Like, round 2K. So that's crazy. So, I still don't know if that's Jaden McDaniels, so it's kind of hard to tell if it's Jaden or Jalen, but I'm pretty sure it's Jaden on the Timberwolves. And D'Angelo Russell dribble drives, and the layup goes in. Jaden McDaniels gets a standstill 3. And here's where stuff kind of gets interesting. This is where my notebooks gets more stuff in it. So, Naz Reid lobs it to Gobert for an alley-oop. And Mike Conley, off the dribble, he makes it. And Max Christie gets a layup after that. Mike Conley passes it to DiVincenzo. And it's a catch-and-shoot 3. Austin Reeves passes it to Rui for a dunk. Great cut play. This is where it starts getting big. Okay, so DiVincenzo standstill 3. He's been going off this game. First game in Minnesota. And I looked at the stats earlier. Why did Anthony and DiVincenzo with the reverse layup and connect pulls up Mitty. By the way, DiVincenzo, shout out to him. The reverse layup is very hard. So Rui passes it to connect for a layup. And Alexander Walker gets it and 1. A very good player. Luka Garza hands off to Dillingham, and the floater goes in. Jalen Hood-Schifino passes it to Jackson Hayes for the dunk. Jackson Hayes, man, 8th pick. He has a lot of energy in him. And, so, Ingles passes it to Dillingham. Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles passes it to Dillingham for a 3. And D'Angelo Russell passes it to Bronny, but Alexander Walker steals it, but misses the lay. And Garza rebounds it and puts it back in the basket. And Dalton Connect passes it to Jackson Hayes. Pass back to Connect for a dunk. Connect was a good draft pick. Jalen Hood-Schifino passes it to Vincent for a corner 3. Jalen Hood-Schifino passes it to D'Angelo Russell. And he passes it back to Austin Reeves for a corner 3. I've loved Austin Reeves. Not love, but I've liked him basketball-wise. You know why I've loved him basketball-wise, guys? Because he can shoot threes. He's very explosive, good passer, good dunker, and a great dribbler, people. The people don't get that scoring doesn't matter that much. Defense, passing, and that other fundamental stuff, like dribbling, being able to shoot a ball will not get you any better. You have to learn other stuff too. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Shake Milton. Yeah. But other than that, let's get back into it. So Max Christie passes it to D'Angelo Russell for a drive. And Austin Reeves passes it to D'Angelo Russell. And he passes it back to Austin Reeves for a three. Dillingham passes it to I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but I'm going to try anyway. Minot for off the dribble three. So Luka Garza passes it to PJ Dozier. And he passes it back to Garza for a post move and score. And you know, guys, Dozier, not gonna lie, I actually kind of like him. Because he can, let me just say, I like him because he's okay. Solid player. And you know what I say if a player's bad and they're talking about him? I would just say, well, he's in the NBA, so he's one of the best in the world. So, that's what I would say. So, people, don't judge them. They're the best in the world. But they're, like, really bad. Like, if they're really bad, like Jarrett Culver, who he couldn't do anything, you can judge all you want. Like, not a personality way, but how they play. And Dozier, is like one of those people who get into the conversation sometimes. Well, people don't really know him, I bet, but if people do know him, he would get in the conversation, but still they probably wouldn't know him that good. So he probably wouldn't get talked about a lot. But rarely he would get talked about. I've heard him in conversations before, trust me. So he's an okay contributor. So, because he can pass, he can rebound. So I'm just glad to see he's back on the roster. Let's get back into that journal, my notebook. So Luka Garza passes it to Dillingham for a floater, but Dillingham, after that play, he misses a layup, and Garza rebounds and puts it back. And D'Angelo Russell passes it to Max Christie for a dunk. Rui passes it to Austin Reeves. Back to Rui for a layup. Austin Reeves passes it to Jackson Hayes for an and one. Guys, you want to know how crazy that was? That play was. So, Austin Reeves passes it to Jackson Hayes for an and one. Do you know how crazy that play was? When Jackson Hayes laid it up. So, literally, Jackson Hayes, the Timberwolves player, I don't know who it really was, because I wasn't looking at the Timberwolves defense, really, during that. I was just looking at who had the ball. And literally after the layup, Jackson Hayes went flying. I don't know if the Timberwolves was trying to call a charge. I mean, I don't know if the Timberwolves was trying to draw a charge, but it didn't work out well because it ended up being a blocking foul. So that's not good. That's it for the video, people. Actually, that's not it. Let's do some like about the Timberwolves. They can contribute. So can the Lakers. The Lakers can contribute a lot. So, you know what I really want to talk about right now? I want to talk about that Timberwolves and Knicks trade. So we might be getting a little off topic here with the game. So, the Timberwolves trade Karl-Anthony Towns. And I don't know who else they trade. But the Knicks trade back Julius Randle. And they trade DiVincenzo. Do you know how bad of a trade that is? That's bad. Julius Randle was better than Karl-Anthony Towns. And DiVincenzo shot lights out for the Knicks. I don't know why you're getting rid of them. That's just a bad trade. And I was heartbroken when I heard about the trade. Because I thought they were great where they were. I didn't think they'd stay there forever, but that's just such a bad trade. Like, have them while it lasts. Have them while the contract lasts. Because it's not helping. They get Karl-Anthony Towns, who didn't really contribute in the playoffs. Not being mean or anything, but I kind of think that was the worst trade I've heard of. Other than that, um, Terry Rozier trade with Kyle Lowry in it. Other than that Kyle Lowry and Rozier trade, that was one of the worst trades I've ever heard. I'm just furious about it. But you know what I heard of while I was scrolling through the internet a couple days ago? So, Bronny makes history and gets 3 blocks in his debut. That's big for Bronny. His dad will have been proud. LeBron. The thing is, how would LeBron be proud? Because it's the pros. You're supposed to be good if you're in the pros. LeBron posts all those triple doubles and double doubles. I bet he has like 200 of them, or 100, or even like 60, maybe. This is the pros. Because if you're not good in the pros, you can't contribute, so you might as well go in the free agency and be out of the league and just go to some overseas place. Patrick Beverley. Bro, the funny thing about that Patrick Beverley and Chris Paul beef was Patrick Beverley was saying Chris Paul was trash, but I know he cannot be talking because he's an overseas. So does he deserve to be talking like that? So, like, Oh, gosh. I forgot where I was. I forgot what I was talking about. But whatever I was talking about, maybe I'll remember it later. But other than that, it's time to say bye. See ya. See you next time.